The dense wilderness was alive with the sounds of chirping birds, rustling leaves, and the occasional roar of a predator echoing through the forest. It was a world untouched by modern civilization, where nature thrived in its purest form. Amidst this raw beauty, a majestic leopard roamed, a symbol of strength and dominance in the animal kingdom. However, even the strongest creatures are not immune to the trials of life. This is the story of one such leopard, a predator whose life took a tragic turn as it became entangled in a battle with millions of tiny adversaries, bees. This unexpected and harrowing encounter brought the leopard to the brink of death. Yet, thanks to the intervention of a dedicated rescue team, it was given a second chance at life. The leopard's curiosity. It all began on a quiet morning in the heart of the forest. The leopard, driven by its instincts and an insatiable curiosity, wandered into an area it had not explored before. As it moved gracefully through the trees, its keen senses picked up on something unusual, a sweet aroma carried by the wind. The scent was tantalizing, irresistible even. Following the trail, the leopard arrived at a towering tree, its eyes locking onto a large beehive hanging precariously from one of the branches. The hive glistened under the sunlight, droplets of golden honey oozing from its surface. For a predator like the leopard, honey was an unusual treat, but the allure was undeniable. Without hesitation, the leopard began clawing at the tree, its powerful paws shaking the branches. It climbed closer to the hive, its nose twitching as it inhaled the scent of fresh honey. What the leopard didn't realize was that it had crossed a dangerous line. The hive was home to millions of bees, and they were prepared to defend it at all costs. The attack begins. As the leopard's claws made contact with the hive, the bees erupted in a frenzy. What started as a small buzz quickly grew into a deafening roar of wings. The swarms surged out of the hive, surrounding the leopard in a whirlwind of motion. At first, the leopard tried to brush them off with its paws, shaking its head violently to ward off the attackers. But the bees were relentless. They landed on its fur, their stingers piercing through the thick coat. Each sting delivered venom, causing sharp, burning pain. The leopard roared in agony, a sound that echoed through the forest. Its golden coat, once a symbol of its power and grace, was now a target for thousands of tiny invaders. The predator's strength was no match for the sheer number of bees attacking it. A desperate escape. Realizing the severity of the situation, the leopard tried to flee. It leaped from the tree and dashed through the forest, its powerful legs carrying it as far away from the hive as possible. But the bees were not so easily deterred. The swarm followed closely, their buzzing growing louder with every step. The leopard's desperation was evident in its frantic movements. It ran through dense underbrush, leaping over fallen logs and navigating the rugged terrain. Yet, no matter how fast it ran, the bees remained in pursuit. Their numbers seemed endless, and their determination was unwavering. Eventually, the leopard stumbled upon a small water pond. Exhausted and in pain, it saw the water as its only hope. Without hesitation, it plunged into the pond, submerging itself to escape the relentless swarm. For a moment, it seemed as though the leopard had found relief, but the bees were not so easily thwarted. They hovered above the water, waiting patiently for the leopard to resurface. Each time the animal lifted its head to breathe, the bees attacked with renewed vigor. The pond, once a refuge, had become a trap. The hive on the leopard. The leopard's ordeal took a surreal and tragic turn when the bees began building their hive on its body. Unable to escape, the predator became a moving extension of the colony it had once tried to rob. The sight was both horrifying and heartbreaking. A once mighty creature reduced to a state of helplessness. The venom from countless stings began to take its toll. The leopard's skin swelled, and small wounds appeared where the stingers had pierced its flesh. Its movements grew sluggish, and its breathing became labored. The predator, known for its speed and strength, was now lying motionless, its life hanging by a thread, a call for help. Word of the leopard's plight reached our team through local villagers who had witnessed the events from a distance. Their voices were filled with urgency as they described the animal's suffering. Without wasting a moment, we mobilized our rescue team, determined to save the leopard. Our team was well-equipped and experienced, but this rescue presented unique challenges. Dealing with millions of bees required precision, patience, and courage. We packed our first aid kits, protective gear, and a specialized gas spray designed to disperse bees without harming them. Swing the rescue operation. Upon arriving at the scene, we were met with a heartbreaking sight. The leopard lay motionless, its body covered in bees. Its eyes, once full of life, now reflected pain and exhaustion. The buzzing of the swarm was deafening, a constant reminder of the animal's suffering. We began by using the gas spray to create a smoke barrier, gently encouraging the bees to retreat. This process required careful coordination to ensure the leopard was not further distressed. The smoke worked effectively, and the bees began to disperse, revealing the extent of the leopard's injuries. Administering first aid. With the bees under control, we cautiously approached the leopard. It was a delicate situation. The animal was in pain and could lash out in fear. However, its weakened state made it more docile, allowing us to begin treatment. We used antiseptic sprays to clean the wounds and applied ointments to reduce swelling. Each sting mark was carefully tended to, a painstaking process that took hours. The leopard's golden coat was washed, removing remnants of the hive and the venom left behind by the bees. Our team worked tirelessly, each member playing a crucial role. The ladies on our team took charge of washing the leopard, their gentle hands providing much-needed care and comfort. Meanwhile, others monitored its vital signs, ensuring it remained stable throughout the process. The leopard's recovery. As the hours passed, the leopard began to show signs of improvement. Its breathing steadied,